In this video, we're going to be breaking down my gun trips tight end flex scheme. If you've seen my video against the top 100 players, um, basically what I'm going to be doing is breaking down formation by formation the formations that I use in my playbook. We're going to be starting off with the gun trips tight end flex. Let's jump into our audibles. These are going to be my four main plays, and then the play that I come out in, I'm going to show you. But make sure you add these to your audibles: the verticals, dagger, the screen, and the Eagles post. And I always start off in the RPO alert. If I see a good look that I'm going to be able to run it or, dump it off to the RPO, I'll just go ahead and run that. But if not, I'll audible to one of my go-tos. So we're going to jump into the practice mode and show y'all how to set up these plays and then just go from there. All right, so like I said, I normally come out in the RPO run, and, depending on what the defense is looking like, if I see something I like, I'm just going to go ahead and quick snap it and run it like that. I'm not going to get too much into the RPO. It's pretty self-explanatory. I'm going to get more into the passing formations. So let's go ahead and jump into my go-to, which is going to be the Eagles post rail. This is my bread and butter right here. I run this probably 85 to 90% of the time, just with different types of setups, depending if it's cover 3, cover 2, cover 4, man coverage. But for the most part, you're going to get the same feel. Now, there's two different ways you can run the go-to setup, which is the streak with X, Y on a zig, put your running back on a streak and motion them over. And then with the tight end, I either like to put them on a curl route or an out route or even a zig route. Just depends on, what I'm going against. But for the most part, it's just going to be a curl route. And you can even put them on a streak. I don't necessarily like to keep the post route from them for this setup because I just don't want him to get in the way of the running back or anything like that. It's just going to cause too much traffic in the middle of the field. So he's a nice little check down, or you can even do that quick hitch route like this. But basically anything that he's not going to be crossing past with the running back. This is one way to set it up, and you can throw this to, you got the high-low read with the zig and then the corner route, and then also the running back. It's the most slept-on thing to do. The running back always gets open in the middle of the field right here. That is one of my go-tos, especially in like big time downs like 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2, or something like that, where they're expecting like a flat or something to the trip side. So this is going to be the other setup that I have been running, pretty similar. So it's going to be something like this. And usually what happens is they're going to be so focused on that corner. That 5 and in actually does a good job of keeping the flats on that side pretty shallow. And that's also giving me a nice check down. So let's say they do pick up the corner route. My running back gets picked up in the middle of the field. My last resort is going to be X coming across the field. And then with A, if you want to, you can even put them on a flat just to get them out the picture even more so the middle of the field's wide open. So yes, we all know the corner route can get open, but just to show you right here, X, you can hit them in the middle of the field, probably get like 5-15 yards, depending on if you got some stick work and how the defense is looking. You could probably turn it into something big, but it's a nice check down. But 100% the go-to is the corner route. Like that's what we're looking for. We want the corner route to open up. So again, let's just go to the OG setup, which is the zig, the streak, and the corner. You're just gonna do a high-low read, and if you can get the corner, throw the corner like that. Learn to freeform, because there's gonna be times the cornerback is pretty close to the wide receiver, and you can freeform it underneath. Let me show you what that looks like. So we're gonna go ahead and do the setup. I got audible real quick. Let me show you what it looks like to freeform the corner route, to where you basically turn it from a corner route into like a long 15 and out to the sideline. That's basically what it's going to look like. You're going to go ahead and freeform, and you see how I drug it all the way down. You definitely need to learn to freeform. It'll help you make passes that you probably think you couldn't have made. It's just a really good thing to add, especially if you've just been running classic. Freeform is just night and day with classic. Okay, so those are the main two setups that I like to run. Now, there's another one. They're not in man coverage right now. If we run into man coverage, I'll show y'all. But if they're in man coverage, I leave the play stock, especially if it's a cover 1. If it's a cover 1, I look for the running back all day with the wheel route. It's damn near a one-play touchdown every single time. All right, now we're going to talk about the money play setup with this play. And it's going to be going to the tight end. It's unexpected. And we're going to make it look like as if we're still going for the corner route or the streak to the middle with the running back. So what you're going to do is you're going to motion over the running back. You can keep them on the wheel route, but I like to put them on an in route and then drag the wide receiver in the middle, put X on a comeback, and streak B. So you're going to have two nice little check downs in the middle of the field. The running back does a good job of clearing out the middle, and then the dragger usually gets wide open. But we're going to be looking for the tight end right here, and it's just unexpected. If we have time, because they do shed a lot quicker in practice, but this will bomb cover 3, cover 2, and cover 4, and yes, it will bomb cover 4. But look how open the tight end gets right here. Depending if you got some, a nice burner for a tight end, which is usually like around 88 to 91 speed, you could probably turn this into a one-play touchdown. Now, there's another way you can run it where you actually leave the running back on the wheel route just in case it is man coverage. So we're going to do the same thing with the other receivers, streak B, drag Y, but leave the wheel route. Now, this post route can still beat man coverage. So even if they're in a cover 2 man or a cover 1, if you have a tight end that's good with good route running, you can still beat man coverage and get a nice good chunk of change, probably like 30, 40 yards, depending on where you catch it, maybe break a tackle here or there. But this is another way to run it where we have the wheel out of the backfield. And then again, this just bombs cover 3, it bombs cover 4 the best. Cover 3, usually you will get tackled by the safety, but you still get really good yards there. So that's basically it for this play out of the formation. I mean, you can mix and match things, but those are my go-to setups right there. Let's jump into a couple of other plays. All right, there's so many different setups with this specific play. I forgot to talk about one. Now, you don't necessarily need to use this play. I mean, you could honestly use any one of these plays out of this formation to do this. But since we're already in this specific play, I'll just talk about it out of this play. So this is going to be specifically for people that like to play cover 2 man or cover 2. The safeties in cover 2 man and cover 2 play the exact same. And I'm going to show you how to bomb them every single time. So what you're going to do is put your tight end A on an out route, smart route them, put Y on an out route and smart route them. And then for this specific setup, I like to put the running back on an out route as well, and then B on a streak. This is why we put our fastest wide receiver at the B position, because this is where we're going to be able to bomb cover 2 man and cover 2. Most people think they got 2 safeties deep, not going to be able to bomb it, but I'm going to show you how the safeties get split because of the 2 out routes. And basically, you're just going to be, you can't do this unless you have freeform. If you're on classic, not going to be able to get this done unless you just have a complete speed mismatch, what I'm about to have right now, because they do have a linebacker guarding me, but I promise you, even if there's just a 1 speed difference, you can get this done. I have tons of footage of it. I'm not just getting this done because I have a linebacker on me. But let me show you what this looks like. You are going to need to learn to freeform, though. You have to freeform this to the middle, away from that left side safety, because he will be somewhat close. And just the icing on the cake, that safety is 93 speed. So we're going to be going against one of the fastest safeties that should be able to break on this. But let me show you what this looks like. We're going to be able to get a little lead in like this. And you can see not even a 93 speed safety can catch up to us to break on the ball. Now, he could possibly make the tackle, but we're still going to get some really good yardage right there. So that's my setup when I'm going against somebody against cover 2 man or cover 2. All right, now we're going to be talking about another play, which is going to be verticals, and you can see that we have the play flipped, so the trips are on the short side. Now, don't get me wrong. Everything we did with this play right here, you can do to the short side, but the reason we have it flipped to where the trips are on the wide side, just in case they're in cover 2 or cover 2 man, that's how you're able to bomb those. But you can do this to either way. You can do it to the short or the wide side. Now, for verticals, you do want the trips to the short side, and I'm going to show you why. I'm going to show you a money play that we like to run. So normally what happens is we're running these trips, we're favoring that corner route, we're favoring our running back, all that good stuff. So they're not going to be ready for you going across the field. So let me show you a money play setup. What you're going to do is motion over the B receiver. You're going to put him on a comeback route. You're going to streak the tight end. And Y in the running back, you can kind of do whatever you want. You can do a drag route and an in route, something like this. So you can have 2 nice check downs in the middle of the field. But the money play is going to be to X. And yes, just like this bombs cover 3, it will bomb cover 4 and cover 2. It actually does the best against cover 4. But let me show you what this looks like. And you have a more of an opportunity. Man, that DN just broke. I don't even know if I'll be able to get this pass off. Yeah, that was just a good play by the defensive end. Let's try to get another good one in. Maybe I need to double team that guy. But motion over the outside receiver, put him on a comeback route, streak your tight end, running back on the end, Y on a drag. Let's go ahead and get a double team on that man. And that's how you should. You should probably double team and shift your O-line to block that way. But X is going to get wide open over the top of the corner right here. Just lead it up or kind of wherever you need to. And if you got the speed, you can see we can turn it into a 1-play touchdown. And cover 3 does the best of guarding that because of the safety. But that's the money play out of this for this play right here. There's a couple of more different setups that I like to run. Like you can also just motion out the running back, put him on a comeback route, You could put A on a streak. You can put Y on a drag, and then I like to put B on an in route and smart route them. So you have a low high read coming across the middle of the field. So this is another setup that you can run for this money play. Let's go ahead and see if we can get it all for y'all. Again, you're going to see X gets over the cornerback. Get your free forms down, learn how to lead, and you can get another possible one-play touchdown. Just a different setup, just to kind of throw your opponent off. But there's two different ways you could run this money play out of this format, or for this specific play. All right, so the next two plays, one is just kind of self-explanatory, which is going to be the HB screen. You can run this against any zone and get really good results. I'm not going to really talk about that play. It's just another filler play. But I do want to talk about daggers and how I set it up. All you got to do is put the tight end on a drag, you're running back on the in route. And again, this is another one of those plays you can run from either side of the field, the weak side or the strong side. It does not matter. The go-to that we're going to be looking for is B. This is a third down play. This is when you need 10 yards, maybe 15 yards. B is going to be our go-to. Everything else is basically clearing out to get B wide open against all zones. But if you have a good check down, if A gets wide open quick, your running back gets open, Zay Flowers gets open across the middle, then hit that. But let me show you what this looks like against zone coverage. You're going to be looking for B. Once he makes that cut, he's going to get open because everything just opens up for him. So this is a good filler. But again, your bread and butter is going to be right here. This setup is the go-to. You know, don't overthink it. You can run this. I can run this almost every play, and they're going to be, okay, I hit them with the corner. They're going to be worried about the corner. I hit them with the zig. They're going to be worried about the zig. I hit them with the running back. I start doing different things with the tight end. I do the different setup where I run it like this, where I have a clear out in the middle of the field. There's just so many different things you can do with this specific play. But what we're going to do for y'all is jump into some head-to-head and show y'all this being ran against real users and kind of break down what I'm seeing as I'm using these different plays. All right, this is game number one. We ended up getting a pick, running the old faithful cover 4 hybrid. Always works out for me. So let's go ahead and jump into our formation. Go ahead and set up our audibles. My go-to. Where is it? Where is it at? We got the HB, verticals. Where's dagger? All right. And like I said, I like to come out in the RPO. If I see something I like, we're going to go ahead and run the RPO. I'm reading man coverage. I'm going to take the chance, and I'm just going to run this stock and possibly get the one-play touchdown with the running back, which it ends up being man coverage. Yep, when we end up getting it right there. Every time I read cover 1, I just run that play stock, and I hit the wheel route every single time. It works out, especially if they don't sub in safeties at the linebacker position, which he didn't. That's a one-play touchdown every single time. And you can see the linebacker couldn't even react to it. It's just, I wish Madden would fix that, because some LBs can really make plays on the ball. And I think that's just unfair, because then it hurts you, you know, in the run game. You know, you have to have safeties in, and trying to stop the run with safety sometimes just doesn't work out for you. All right, this is game number 2. I can't believe I let that happen. What just happened? I had a goal line stance. Fourth down, I put my controller down, and he ended up going for a fake field goal. Was not ready for it, but he got me. We're going to start it off with the bread and butter. You know what? We're actually going to, let's go audible out of that. I like what I look right here. So what I'm going to be watching is this guy right here, and then the linebacker with the X factor, and I'm going to watch what they do. And that's going to tell me more or less, do I need to pass to the bubble or just take it with the running back right here? I'm going to take it. Oh, all they had to do, Aguilar, you just had to block. Just put a hand on him. But unfortunately, that happens sometimes. You know, it is what it is. But now he knows that it's a possible RPO out of this. So we'll probably keep him, you know, true to the middle of the field, worried about that RPO. But yeah, that was one block away from being a good play. But you take the good with the bad. You know, not everything's always going to be a positive play. Right here, this is possible cover 2. I'm not going to lie. But we're not sure, so we're going to go ahead and be safe. And until I figure out, you know, what they're running, I like to try to keep, you know, my plays safe. So I know this will kind of work against everything. I just kind of have to watch this or that. Yeah, I shouldn't have thrown that. Oh my God, I got lucky right there. That was me just rushing that. I shouldn't have thrown that. I don't know what he's playing. That had to be some type of match cover 3. I want to say there was like a match cover 3. And then he's quarterback containing one of the linemen. Let's see what we can do. We got to figure it out. We'll figure it out. And it sometimes it takes a while. You know, sometimes you're going against somebody that's throwing something you haven't seen in a while. So you got to throw some plays out there that's going to help you figure it out. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna try that new setup where we fade Y, keep B on the in route, still motion over the running back, and we're actually gonna put the tight end on a streak right here. So we're gonna look for the in route or the running back, maybe the corner, depending on what he's throwing at me. The in route is open, but he has that and he bagging me up. He is bagging me up. Can't even lie. He got the right defense for me. We're gonna have to switch it up. You know what? Come out in that dagger. Coming out in that dagger. This is where dagger is important. This is where dagger is important. I don't know what he's playing. It's weird. It is definitely weird. But y'all know I keep the good with the bad. If somebody's bagging me up, we gotta figure it out. Oh, he might have went to a man coverage. Is this man? Oh, what? We're still gonna go with dagger. I think Bateman can still put some moves on somebody to get open in the middle. This is what, oh man, he sent the heat. He got me. All right, fellas, we got to figure something out. We got to figure something out. He's got a defense that is kind of locking what I'm doing up. We're gonna figure it out. And normally I would switch to different formations, but I want to show you that even with this formation, you know, you got to figure things out and make things go your way. So that's what we're gonna continue to do. We're gonna stay in this formation because that's what this video is about, and we're gonna figure something out. And it is a basic cover 3, but he does have, you know what, let's do this. We're going to put our running back on an in route to make him think that we're going to be doing the streak. We're going to have everything the same. Yeah, he has nobody over here. He's playing deep. So he is playing pretty high with his zone drops. And those are things that you have to pay attention to. You know what? I don't even have Duvernay in the spot I need him. Put Duvernay there. Lizzie there. Oh, and let's put Bateman. Well, I like the Ravens because all their receivers are pretty decently fast. And there's a lot you can do with it. This time, let's keep the wheel route. We're gonna run something like this. And sometimes the base of what I show you will have to switch up because you're gonna run into somebody like this that just has you bagged up. That free form should have came down a lot more. That was on me. I should have had that free form. But you can see right there, he dropped his zone drops. His zone drops were actually really low. And he took away the zig route. So the corner route was there. that was a bad pass. I gotta lock in. This is all my fault right here. I'm pretty sure he's gonna do the same thing. I'm 100% sure. So what we're gonna do, this is another setup, same concept. We're gonna leave the post there though, and what the flat is there for is to take away and open up for the running back, just in case he's playing shallow, or he favors that corner route, which I don't think he's not. This time we're gonna freeform it down. That's what I should have did last time, and that time it worked for us, and that's my fault. You know what? He's gonna stay in cover 3. Let's go ahead and show him something else. Come out in verticals. Let's get our verticals going. He's going to stay in his cover 3. That is fine. Go hit him with a money play. All right, so he's been favoring this cover 3. So we're going to go ahead and try to hit him with the money play out of the verticals. I don't want to do the money play with the tight end because he's doing, I know he's probably in some type of match. So we're going to try to hit him with the money play out of verticals. So let's go ahead and set that up. I kind of want to do the one with the running back motioning out because I want him to think we're still going to hit that corner route to the right. And then we're going to do our double drag because we got him programmed to think we're favoring that corner route, which we're still going to favor throughout the game. But if we can get the blocks and the fact that he's been quarterback containing, so we should only have 3 coming at us. Those are just things that I process. Look, he dropped back. And we might have this right here. Oh, you know what? Okay. So he knows how to drop back his corners. I don't know if we'll be able to get that. So what people can do with their corners and their blue zones is they can put them on a deep third or a deep half. What that does is that tells them not to worry about comeback routes, basically. Like they're not gonna fall for it. So that's a good thing that that actually happened. Um, and that's going to prevent us from hitting any money play deep like that. So, but we were able to have the time because he's only sending 2 guys at us, and that's kind of a mistake, you know. That, I mean, obviously he thinks I'm going to run with Lamar, which most people would do. So it's not bad. It's not bad to do. We got to come back here. So we're going to go ahead and sneak in this screen pass. This is normally when I do the screen pass too. Like when I'm in the red zone, I just kind of mix it in, and then that's another thing they're just going to have to worry about. But let's go ahead and hit with the screen. The fact that he's putting so many, he's putting the quarterback insane, and then he's using the other D linemen. That's just gonna work pretty easy for us right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all a route combo that we didn't talk about in practice, and it's primarily for this area of the field. So what we're gonna do is you're gonna put, it's a double out route. Like I've talked about it in that when we played against all that comp, the top 100 guys. It's a double zig and then a slant. So you can either do a slant, you can do a 5 and in, whatever you prefer. And then we also got that post coming across the middle in the wheel route. But for the most part, we're going to be looking for Duvernay right here. And usually that's where he's opened at. Like every time that works for me, that's one of my go-to, red zone plays when I'm like 10 yards out, 5 yards out. And if I need to go for a 2-point conversion, that's my go-to right there. If the RPO pass is there, we will hit it. But for the most part, we're going to go ahead and run this. Yeah. I'll take that. Gotta let them know we got a run play we can run. I'm gonna let the clock run a little bit. We don't have a timeout, but good thing we do have all our audibles. We're gonna run this a little different. We're gonna do the one where we do the middle receiver on a fade. We're gonna put the running back on an in route. We're gonna put it like this. We're gonna keep the post with the tight end. Just another setup, but the same concept. He's probably gonna be looking for that that corner. So we're just gonna go ahead and hit something simple. I should have got out of bounds. That was stupid. If you're ever in that position, get out of bounds. I was trying to make something happen. It wasn't the smartest thing to do. But as you can see, though, like the primary is just really this main setup right here. This is cover 2. I'm reading cover 2 100% right here. So we're going to set up the cover 2. Even with this amount of room, we should be able to get it. I know he's going to try to play the middle of the field with that linebacker. But I'm okay with that. We're gonna get this bomb right here. We should. Oh, okay. He played it with him. I still got the out route right there. I could have threw it to him. I did not expect that out or that lineman to play that. He shouldn't have called a timeout. That was kind of stupid. I did not expect that lineman to be able to keep up with that streak in the middle. That threw me off when I seen it. But if he keeps giving me my corner route, we're gonna keep hitting the corner route. There's no reason to change it up. This time we're gonna streak the tight end to keep that safety deep. But if he is taking away the corner route, don't overthink it. Look for the zig. Oh, that was a bad pass by me. That was 100% my fault. We're just making mistakes right now. We got to bounce back, but we're gonna keep this in the video. Not all my games are perfect, and it's just gonna show you that. What's throwing me off is I've never played anybody that quarterback contained a D tackle and usered a D lineman, and that's kind of taken away my streak with the quarterback or with the running back, honestly. Because normally it's right there, like I can hit it. But we'll keep taking this. If he's gonna keep giving it to me, we're gonna keep taking it until we're gonna make him change. We want him to play something different. You know what? We might be able to hit him with the money play for the tight end. I highly doubt he will expect that. He switched to a man coverage. Oh, he's blitzing. I normally would have called Hut right there. No. We're gonna go for the wheel route. He's blitzing. Yep. I knew it. He switched. I know he wanted to bring that pressure. Taking that wheel route all day against man coverage. But right there, you see I had to lob the ball because I was worried about the pressure. So we made sure we had to lob that over the linebacker's head. Again, he's giving me the corner route. It's really throwing me off with the I didn't think I was gonna be able to get that off, but we did. We'll take that. If he doesn't adjust, we're gonna keep taking the corner. Like, do not what's the old saying? Don't fix something that's not broke. Like, if he keeps giving you corner and he's just gonna keep giving it to you, we're gonna keep running that corner route. I'm trying to make him adjust right there. You can see he ran a cover 3 hard flats, and he's probably got his hard flats probably playing like 5 yards to worry about like the zig route or something. But you give me the corner route, I'm taking it all day. We gotta come out. We gotta bounce back though. All right, we're on to game 3. He just ended up throwing a pick. The last guy ended up quitting. I left the footage in there to show that he actually quit because I didn't want the people thinking that I quit because it was a bad game. He ended up throwing another pick, and we were driving downfield, and he ended up just quitting on us. So that's that. But we did get some plays going. But we're on to the next. This is game 3. Let's see if we can get some stuff going for y'all. Looks like a safety blitz. Is he audible into cover 4? Possibly. Oh, this is cover 2. Man, I'm not going to have time to get it off, but we're going to try. All right, we're going to call timeout. Look like he audible down to a cover 2, possibly. But if you don't overthink it. This looks like cover 1, 100% cover 1. But we're going to set up, just in case it is still zone, we're still going to have our little streak with the corner out, but we're going to look for the running back right here. This looks like cover 1, and it is. Terrible pass. That was a touchdown right there. Terrible pass. I don't know if that was me or Lamar, honestly. But yeah, man, you see how deadly that wheel route is against cover 1 or just man coverage in general. It just cover 2, it's a little iffy because you kind of have to watch that safety over the top. Looks like he's in a cover 4 possibly. So we're going to set up the go-to. Put the running back on the streak, motion him over. Look how the middle of the field is just empty. Like we possibly could hit the running back right here. Oh no, he's playing it. That's fine. We got the corner route. Right there was no need for me to freeform. I could have probably freeformed it a little bit down. But still not a hard pass to make. Right here, I'm just going to come out on the screen pass. If I catch him in zone, okay, he's actually in man coverage. Right here, I'm not going to make it difficult on myself. He's in man coverage. We're going to put our tight end on a curl route. Let's get that wheel route out of the way, and we're going to look for the tight end right here. Oh, he actually played it. Nice. We got, oh no, Bobby Wagner just came at the end to pick that off. Good play by Bobby Wagner. I was not expecting him to play that. Nice play. That was a pickup. Again, we make mistakes. I was not expecting him to pick up that curl route by the tight end. He's got to know a little bit of Madden to be able to do that. But we'll get back to offense when we get the ball. All right, we're back on offense. We ended up getting a pick. That's why I'm not afraid to take chances. I got a lot of confidence in my defense. Usually works out for me. Some people can pick it apart and then I got to adjust. But for the most part, I usually get most people. Again, looking like a cover 1 situation. So I'm going to go for the wheel route. He might guard it this time, but you know what? Let's do this. Just in case he guards the wheel route, let's clear out for X to be on a curl. But I should be able to get this wheel route off. There it is. Better pass this time. I'm telling y'all, man, y'all got, like, even like if you're not in this formation, any shotgun, if you got a wheel route out the backfield, use it and abuse it against cover 1. Is deadly. Doesn't matter if they have a cornerback guarding the running back, a safety guarding the running back. Just once he makes that cut, it's basically over. If you have a fast running back, looks like he might be in another. I mean, if he's going to keep standing man coverage. So this time, hopefully, he's going to be focused on that wheel route. So we're going to do, we're going to hit Bateman with a curl route. Yeah, and that looks like that's what it is going to be. And I'm telling y'all, the curl routes, it does not matter. Doesn't matter if they're pressed, if they're backed up. It's a timing thing. Like 2 steps before they turn around, start loading up to throw that ball, you're going to get it every time. I've been going against a lot of man covers. Like, it looks like he's still in man coverage. Okay, he switched the zone. So we're going to set up our, he might have went back to man. All right, we're still going to set up our double out route. And this time I'm actually going to put the running back on the out route himself. Just in case. But we're still going to look for Zay Flowers here. Our first read is a tight end to see what's going on. Second read will be the running back or Zay Flowers. But let's see what happens right here. Okay, we got the wide, and that's why we do that route combo. I mean, if you would have caught it, but still, that's why we do that route combo. We made the user go favor the zig, and then that opens up the middle of the field right there. I'm not mad at that. We're gonna try to sneak in this screen pass right here. I should have came out in the RPO. Oh, you know what? Since he's okay, yeah, he's in. This is 100% man coverage. We're gonna make him think we're doing that again, where we're gonna go to the tight end. That's just to bait him away from Bateman. I still want to hit Bateman. And we're just going to kind of clear it out for Bateman right here. I'm actually going to block the running back. Again, that's how powerful the curl routes are. If you're going against somebody in man coverage, use and abuse the curl routes and wheel routes. They're deadly against man coverage. They work all the time for me. To the crib. Man, my defense is deadly. I'm not going to lie. I wanted to go out of bounds to do more offense for y'all, but if y'all ain't running my cover 4 hybrid, get on it ASAP. It's like the third video before this one. Like, I'm getting picks left and right. Like, I'm locking down everybody I go against. Only there's like a very few percentage of people that can pick it apart. Just like that, we strike again. You know what? This is a good opportunity to show y'all against cover 2 man, because this is what it looks like. So we're gonna go ahead and try to set up that cover 2 man bomb, and we got the check down with X and the running back. Again, let me fix that. So we got the check down with the running back and X, but our prime, I don't have Duvernay where Flowers is, but he's fast enough to get this done. We're gonna watch that safety though and see what he does, and go based off that. It looks like we might be able to get it off. You got to freeform it though. Can he catch it? Oh, he don't got the hands like that. But you see how it bombs it. And if that was Duvernay, there would have been more separation and a possible. You know what? Let's go ahead and put him in just in case he wants to run that again on me. Get Duvernay in there, and always make sure you got your depth chart set up right. This is something I didn't do. Let's go ahead and get back into the offense though. Again, he's back in it now. He might use her to safety, and that's probably what he's gonna do. So we're gonna set it up again. This time we do got Duvernay there. And if he does use her the safety, we got our check downs. This time I'm gonna put my running back on the in route, so I got 2 crossing. He's actually not, so we might be able to get this off for Duvernay. No, we didn't. That's on me. That's a bad read. Oh, you want to celebrate? You got 3 picks, buddy. Come on now. That's on me though. When they move their safety in like that, it's a little iffy. Obviously, I just took the chance right there. Normally, when they're running a cover 2 though, and they don't move that safety in like that, that's 100% a 1-play touchdown if you got the speed mismatch. But like I always say, I gotta show y'all the good with the bad, and so y'all know not to make the mistakes I made. You know what? I'm gonna give y'all a little sneak peek of my my 3-4 red zone defense. Here's gonna be the setup right here. When you're 20 yards or 25 yards, we're gonna run that cover 4 drop. We're gonna put our baby blues out there, and we're gonna go to work. This is my red zone defense all the time. User that safety. Watch anything in the middle. That's all me. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. That's picks. This is lockdown defense right here. Like, I love that. Like, they're afraid to run because we're in the 3-4. Here we go with the trips. We're going to shift everybody over. We're going to use her over here. What happened? Was it a legal man downfield? Was that had to be a legal man downfield? Yeah, we'll take it. We'll take it. And see, now that he's 27 yards away, I'm going to go to my drops. We're going to change that to 30. So we make sure they don't get burnt over the top. Always moving my guys around. Just notice that. I'm always moving my guys around. Never in the default defense. Oh, that was a good play by Queen. I'm not mad at that. Got him in 4th down over there celebrating because he got a pick. Go ahead and take your field goal. Go ahead and take your field goal. Oh, you gonna go for it? All right. I like it. I like it. You tried it. Oh, come on, give me the pick. Look at that, 4 interceptions, but he want to celebrate. That man's crazy. All right, so now it looks like he's running a cover 2 man. I got Odell Beckham right there where I would want Duvernay, but Odell's got enough speed. If it's cover two, not cover two man, we might be able to get this off. Again, we got our check downs. Let's see what happens right here. Yeah, we might. We got it. Come on, Odell, let's go. So see that bomb's cover two and cover two man. You just got to have the right personnel on the field. Um, and you're easily gonna split those safeties with that route combo. And you see that time he didn't move that safety in. You can probably only do that with cover two man. I'm not too sure. But there you go. There's a cover two man bomb right there. Nice play to make sure you have in your arsenal. All right, so that game was going on too long. This video is already about to pass 40 minutes. So I ended up just sending them a friendly quit. But you get to see it being used against real users. And now, see, I give you the base setup, but you see how even me, like I have to change it up here and there with, you know, certain defenses that people run against me. But the base setup works. The corner route, the streak, the running back on a streak. I wish you got to see the running back get the ball more on that streak. It happens more than it should, but today just wasn't one of those days for it. But you got to see the money play being ran, bombing cover two, uh, you know, just beating all kinds of different defenses with this setup. Definitely add this to your playbook. If you don't have trip tight end and you know you're running a custom, I would highly recommend that you add it. I know some of y'all were asking me if I'm gonna have my playbooks available as a share. We're working on that. Oh, I'm working on that right now, so y'all can download them and have all the plays that I run. But other than that, definitely give this a try. Let me know how it's working for y'all in the comments down below.